Hi everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee, and this is me, Oberon, with my show, The Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges. It's kind of like a brief look into emotional, possibly romantic matters that you have going for you in the week ahead. And for us, this week begins on Friday, August 8th, Lionsgate. And for the next week after ending on the 14th, next Thursday. So here we go with that. It's a reading for every sign of the zodiac. And I start with Aries and I do 2 cards for each sign. The first card is from the top of the deck, which I will tell you is the Joker Tarot. And uh, it represents the vibration or energy or essence of the week, what's going on in your world from an emotional perspective. And then the next card is from the bottom of the deck, and that is Will You Be Lucky? And that's in love, romance, etc. And of course, that's why I'm using the Joker Tarot, because who knows, maybe the joke will be on you. All right, so we are going to start, as I said, with Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. That's right, these readings are good for all signs of the zodiac, and also whether you're a Sun, Moon, or Rising in that designation. So here we go. Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What is the vibe or essence of the week? It's the Six of Cups reversed. So it feels kind of funny. The Six of Cups reversed. There's going to be a release of some tension. I get the feeling like it could even be semi-erotic or sensual tension. Uh, it possibly has to do with situations that just have been kind of bubbling up for too long. So will you be lucky? And it's Pentacles, so it will come with a price. It's the Three of Pentacles. And it seems like if you are willing to uh, play it by the book, procedurally, so to speak, that kind of thing, it could be. That's what you got to do in essence. All right, we are going to move on then to Taurus. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Taurus. What is the vibration or energy going on this week? And it's Two of Cups reversed. There's kind of a sense of some disharmony in a relationship, maybe. Taurus, you may be not exactly into the relationship right now. There may be some disharmony. There may be some struggle. Could talk about potential relationship too. Will you be lucky? It's another two. It's the Two of Swords. This Two of Swords is upright. Sword says no. And it says really like maybe this is something you really would have to think about a lot. You're not ready to make a decision. All right, we'll move on to Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Gemini, what is the vibe or energy going on this week? It's the reversed Eight of Cups. Gemini, you may feel like you're better off where you are now. Like maybe you feel there is a chance that emotionally or in romance move to a different level or a different kind of interpretation of what's going on. Maybe you're moving between relationships too, but the Eight of Cups reversed, I think it sort of feels like you're willing to restore a relationship or work on restoring one. Will you be lucky? And it's another eight, Eight of Swords. It's upright. That's just kind of interesting because last time we had two twos, now we have two eights. So it's no. It's no, it's compounded by the fact that maybe you you feel like you can't really decide at this point or make a move about something that's going on in perspective to that, in perspective to getting lucky. We'll move on to Cancer now. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, what is the vibe or energy of the week going forward? That's the High Priestess. And so, Cancer, you may feel like you have a bit of intuition working with you about a relationship. Maybe you feel like you're in a moment of really understanding somebody in the relationship you're with. Will you be lucky? And it's good luck. It's the Hanged Man reversed. It sort of feels like the odds are against it because maybe you're not willing to compromise or make a change in a decision or a way of behaving about the particular topic. Like maybe you feel they have to work harder than you do, or they have to understand something differently, something like that. We'll move on to Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What is the vibe or energy of the week? And it's Three of Swords. It's upright. Three of Swords makes it feel like something is rending, something is falling apart. Um, Somehow, maybe emotions are going to be really hurt, maybe irreparably. Could be in a relationship, could be some other kind of situation. But they're always a relationship, though, right? Whatever it is. Okay, so will you be lucky? And it's swords, so it says no. It's the Queen of Swords reversed. And I get the feeling like maybe there's something really harsh in this whole matter about rending you from the idea of being lucky, I guess. You know, like bad arguments, I suppose. Could be a way of looking at it. All right, we'll go on to Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Virgo, what is the energy or vibe for the week? And it's the reversed Ace of Wands. So you feel like, maybe a new relationship or a new situation, it's kind of getting off to a bad start. It may feel like this was a friendship that you could really build into something else. Maybe it was career related, maybe it was related to just networking or being with friends, but it seems to be stagnating or not working out, or possibly a big delay. Will you be lucky? And it's Wands, so you will have to work at it. It's the Four of Wands reversed, which altogether is not so bad. It could be saying, it could be saying that you have to be a little bit more outside yourself, more accommodating, more uplifting spirits. I'm not saying that Virgos are not, but maybe it's saying kind of like come out and give a party or attend parties or something like that, and maybe that's how you end up being lucky. It's the bond. All right, so we will move on to Libra. Sun, moon, or rising. Libra, what is the vibe or energy around you this week? And it's Three of Cups reversed. Libra, you might be feeling like you're being left alone or you're being excluded in some way. You might feel that other people seem to not miss you, or other people feel your presence can be problematic at times. They don't necessarily want to invite you to parties or events. So maybe they're picking up on something emotionally, or maybe this is a troubling time for you. Maybe you're not, um, there are fair weather friends that like you because of the relationship, and then when you're not in the relationship, well, then they don't like you on your own. I don't know. That's the feel I get a little bit. Will you be lucky? And it says it will come naturally. It's the King of Cups. And so I think the idea of getting lucky, romantically, in love, whatever, has a lot to do with maybe being magnanimous, maybe being charitable, maybe saying, okay, maybe I am being dumped on, but I don't have to necessarily dump on other people. I could be nice to them, kind. Libra? Just telling it the way I see it. And I'm going to do that even for this one, Scorpio, my sign. Sun, moon, or rising. Scorpio. What is the energy? What is the vibe? Well, it's the upright Ace of Wands. So Scorpio, you have a different issue altogether from a previous reading. You may feel that a new friendship or a new situation that maybe is growthful, maybe it's career related, but it's relationships with people that maybe have that access or whatever. Maybe it's networking, maybe it's just a friendship. You have a feeling it's getting off to a really good start. You sort of can feel like it's going to blossom and pay off in a way, knowing these people or knowing these situations. Will you be lucky? And it's Pentacles, so it will come with a price. It's the King of Pentacles. And so it will come with a price. It may be being able to I guess, understand the gravity economically of the situation. Like maybe it'll say you'll have to pay for it in a way that you don't expect. Like maybe it's really about getting up a level. I see a big association with um, money for some reason or material matters, Scorpio. All right, we will move on to Sagittarius, the moon and rising. What is the Viper energy? It's the 10 of Wands. You may feel you're just too busy, you have too many responsibilities really to be more accommodating in a friendly manner of some sort. You might feel like you just don't got time for social situations, or um, in some ways, maybe if this could be talking about a particular relationship, you may feel like there's something burdensome about it, or that you're carrying a certain weight due to, limitations or restrictions because of this relationship. So from the bottom of the deck, will you be lucky? And it is a major arcana, so good luck. It's the devil reversed, and the devil reversed says you are throwing off your oppression. So this could be saying that if there was a limitation of some sort, and I saw that in the previous card, by being able to get rid of it somehow, you could end up being lucky. And of course, it could be deeper than just, throwing off chains. It might have a whole dysfunctional kind of or codependent kind of relationship that might be going on. All right, we'll move on to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Capricorn, what is the vibe or energy around you this week? And it's the reversed Ten of Cups. And so, Capricorn, there may be a little bit of unhappiness around you right now. There may be some sort of misery, or you might be feeling like something in terms of love or romance has eluded you. I mean, this could be feeling like maybe you feel estranged from people that you should feel closer to. Will you be lucky? And it's swords, so it means no. It's the reversed Three of Swords. And so I get the feeling like maybe somebody had gone through a painful time and they still need time to recover. It could be yourself, it could be somebody else, but it's probably too early to think about things like being lucky, Capricorn. Right, so we'll move on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aquarius, what is the vibe or energy this week? And it's a reversed King of Pentacles. So there's an emphasis maybe on holding back in a way, maybe feeling like one can't really extend themselves to that. The idea of a relationship, maybe like maybe you're on a middle ground in a relationship. It could be when you already have It feels like there's just sort of a pause in the relationship, and it might have something to do with material aspects. There might be a disagreement about something to do in the living situation, or something else, ownership maybe of something. So at any rate, that's the energy vibe, is sort of like about ownership, I guess. Will you be lucky? And it's Pentacles, so it will come with a price. It's the reverse Queen of Pentacles. So that's rather interesting. You got the King, you got the Queen. So the reverse Queen of Pentacles says it'll come with a price, but maybe, or in addition, it's more important to take care of yourself, to feel better about things, or to work on your own things for now, projects, whatever. Right, for Aquarius. And so we're on Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And from the top, what is the vibe or energy? And Pisces, you have the star. So there's a lot of destiny right now. Maybe you have a realistic idea about seeing something coming true, something you've been waiting for or hoping for. So it's probably about a relationship, or it's probably about the course of a relationship, or it's certainly about something you have strong emotional feels about, Pisces. Will you be lucky? And it's the cup, so it will come naturally. And it's the Nine of Cups, so it will come as if it were a wish. Oh, how nice. How nice for you, Pisces. It feels like whatever this is that you want to be lucky about, romance or anything else, it will come naturally, and it will come really, I think, as a sense of somehow you wished for it. All right, so that was pretty decent. On the whole, I think everybody gets what's coming to them for this week. So do watch our rest of our shows this weekend and into the next week. We have the happy hour tomorrow, and that will be at uh, 10 a.m. I had to think about it. Sunday morning, Material Matters at 10 a.m. Later on in the afternoon, 2 to 4, a live stream, Ask Any Question. It gets busy, so do show up early. And then next week we'll be back to normal, Goth Tarot on Wednesday, etc., etc. Don't forget to check out our reels or shorts for the card of the day on YouTube, and also our daily cards of the day and oracles for the day on Facebook, X, Threads, and Bluesky. I can't say it. Oh well. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of it, and we will see you again. Bye-bye.